guy. They found him dead, in a police, some kind of police holding cell, some kind of situation. But we'll go to Voice of Lofa and read what we have. We'll also play the audios. I mean, the video where folks in Lofa County will be telling you exactly what they know about the situation there. But like I said, we give plenty of people 3,000 today. Let us just begin the process by seeing if we can give this person their own portion of the $3,000. Then we can continue with the rest of the conversation. But Liberia will need serious prayers. I wrote that on my Facebook page a couple of days ago, and I think there is a need. We continue to ask our pastors, our imams, other religious leaders to continue to pray for this country because it is difficult. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
How are you, sir? My name is Keoke from Freedom Radio Liberia. What is your name, sir?
I'm Moses Dobito.
Mr. To, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, Mr. To, our system shows that you played the cash giveaway and you are a winner of $3,000. Did you receive it?
I check.
You got to check because the money is already with you. When you see it, call us right back to confirm.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations. How many times did you play?
I played 5 times.
Okay, 5 times. So I mean that's worth it. You got $3,000 there already. Check your phone right away. You got it. You got the money. Okay, my brother.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, we leave you right there. So Alexa, we want to read this story that was published. Then we'll go to what is happening in Lofa County. Let me see if I can pull you through this story, Alexa. Let me see. Okay, all right. So this is it. It says police and national bar lament decline in rule of law. I mean, Alexa can see the thing. Yes, that's what I said. So so here is a story from the New Dawn Liberia newspaper. It was published 13 hours ago, and I want all of you following here to follow this story. It was published by the New Dawn newspaper in Monrovia. Now, this is the story. It says police and National Bar Association lament decline in the rule of law. It reads, the Liberia National Bar Association and the Liberia National Police are attributing a wave of mob-related deaths across the country to a decline in the rule of law and a lack of public trust in the judicial system of the country. The Liberia National Police and the Bar Association expressed serious frustration about law enforcement and the country's justice sector in the wake of rising mob violence and lack of public trust and legitimacy in the judicial system. However, the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman, attributes the situation to a lack of trust and legitimacy in law enforcement and the justice system. Addressing a press conference over the weekend when he provided an update on several crimes committed across the country, Inspector General Gregory Coleman explained that there are multiple reasons why mob violence is on the increase in Liberia. According to him, one of the major challenges is low trust in the law enforcement sector. In quotation, the lack of trust and legitimacy in the law enforcement sector and the justice system extends beyond law enforcement, but it goes to the entire justice and rule of law sector of the country. Something people believe that the court can help, and they question the working of the system in terms of taking laws in their hands. That is why we are doing community engagement to build trust and legitimacy, Gregor Coleman says. He discloses that the police will arrest and ensure that those who committed crimes against the state and people are brought before the law through the court, but they do not control what happens beyond that point. I think it is one of the things we should fight for, not just in the law enforcement sector, but the entire local justice sector is public trust and legitimacy. At the same time, the Liberia National Bar Association, through its Secretary General, Councillor Bono M. Vama, condemns all acts of mob violence recently carried out by some citizens against some alleged criminals, lamenting that the upward trend in mob violence undermines the rule of law. According to him, the increase is alarming as these activities are seemingly more violent, with a tendency to kill victims and turn against security forces who attempt to intervene. Councillor Varma reminds all Liberians that since the end of the Liberian Civil War, mob violence has become a frequent occurrence for alleged criminals to be literally lynched, sometimes to death, by angry mob, including bystanders who simply have no inkling about the issue in the controversy or the person involved. So that is exactly what it is. So both Gregory Como, who is the head of the LMP, and the Secretary General of the Liberian National Bar Association, the both of them are blaming the issue of mob violence. They're blaming the increase in mob violence on the lack of public trust within the justice system of the country. That is what they are saying. They are blaming this on the lack of trust in the justice system by the public. This is a whole different discovery, and we'll talk about it. It is an interesting thing to hear that the police director. It is an interesting thing to hear that the police director and the Liberian National Bar Association, folks, are blaming mob violence in the country. They are blaming it on the lack of trust by the citizens in the justice system of the country. This is a whole big, particular situation. But before Alexa and I run into that analysis, I want you to listen to what happened in Lofa County. I want you to take a time as we play for you what transpired in Lofa County on today. Take your time and let's listen. Those of you who are watching, we'll play you the video. We'll play the video for you so that you'll be able to see the video and have an understanding of the next conversation that we intend to have. Okay, so listen to this. Take your time and listen to this one.
This is what we see here, and of course, this is the side the police keep from, and you can see exactly what happened here. The police have come to calm the entire situation down, and of course,
the government have not come to rescue. They are there to help us. They are there to help us. The people that we depend on to rescue us, they are come to help us. They are come to help us. We are interested today. The government that we depend on to rescue us.
This is what we see here, and of course, this is the side the police keep from, and you can see exactly what happened here. The police have come to calm the entire situation down, but of course, we're here to bring you all of the happenings here regarding the situation of ground. So, citizens from Zogorman have come, and of course, saying that they want justice. Say the word justice, and so this is it. The sectional chief, Bado Buza, is among them as well, preventing them. This is what happened in Johnstown today. Lofa County. This is what happened as a result of the ball that was discovered there in the cell. So they are saying that they need justice. Citizens have come to say they want justice. I'm going to rubber of the police. Here, I'm going to rubber of the police. More controversial situation right now. Leaders are trying to calm down the situation, but it's very difficult here. This is what happening. Government have come and of course saying that they want justice. Say they want And so this is it. The sectional chief, Bado Kuza, is among them as well. Preventing them. This is what happened in Johnstown today. Local County. This is what happened as a result of the ball that was discovered there in the cell. So they are saying that they need justice. Citizens have come to say the word justice. This is what happened in Johnstown today. Local County. This is what happened as a result of the ball that was discovered there in the cell. So they are saying that they need justice. Citizens have come to say the word justice. Upon a robber of the police. Here, upon a robber of the police. More controllable situation right now. Leaders are trying to calm down the situation, but it's very difficult here. This is what happening in Wajama District, Nova County. This is what happened in Johnstown today, Nova County. This is what happened as a result of the ball that was discovered there in the cell. So they are saying that they need justice. Citizens have come to say the word justice. Upon a robber of the police. Here, upon a robber of the police. More controllable situation right now. Leaders are trying to calm down the situation, but it's very difficult here. Upon a robber of the police. Here, upon a robber of the police. More controllable situation right now. Leaders are trying to calm down the situation, but it's very difficult here.
Okay. All right, my dear people. This is the country we have. And somebody said, Alexa, our job is becoming difficult on a daily basis because, look, I thought every day we'll be here talking about developmental news. You know, this one is being built in this place. This other training is happening here. This other project is being dedicated. This groundbreaking ceremony is happening here. This one is happening. This good thing is happening. You know, the government gave us this amount. You know, the government brought this. I mean, we thought this is what we're going to be discussing in the country. Unfortunately, every single day there is a disaster happening in Liberia, and this is not what majority of us Liberians anticipated will happen. You listen to you watch it, and you heard the guys, you know, demanding that we want justice. We want justice. But we'll read you a publication that was done by how you call this paper, a publication that was done by Voice of Lofa. Alexa, Voice of Lofa did a particular story. I think I gotta send it to you. What are you? Okay.
I'm looking at the front page Africa.
Okay. So here is it. I'm sending you the Voice of Lofa something. Perhaps Alexa will read that for all of you. And that paper, I mean, that story will tell you exactly why the guys are protesting. Before this thing could happen, another lady already died in Vonjima, mysteriously. Another mysterious death happened in Vonjima, in the Sinlofa County, New Vonjima community, according to what we are told. The boy who died, so they say he was a person of interest who was in jail. In jail, then they say he hanged himself. They say in case, but we'll show you the picture. And you will be the judge to tell us whether if somebody hang themselves in the cell, if their foot, the guy's feet touching the ground, and he has been hung by a t-shirt. Sure, Alexa, for you to hang yourself with t-shirt, Alexa, for you to hang yourself with t-shirt. Come on, what is the possibility of hanging yourself with t-shirt? Oh yeah, What is the possibility? Let me show it to you. What is the possibility of hanging yourself with t-shirt? So the citizens are saying they're making that. Let's see if this person received their money. Let's see. Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Okay.
Okay. Did you receive the money now?
Yeah, I received it. Many thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Okay.
Okay. We leave you right there. Yeah. So I mean, I forgot something before we start the conversation. Today is the birthday of Shanti Kroma, one ardent follower of this platform. Shanti is one of the people who would normally listen to us. She's a die-hard supporter, die-hard follower of the things we do here. And since it is her birthday, I want to take this upon myself as the presenter of this platform, the lead presenter, with blessings from Alexa, to dedicate this entire broadcast to you, Shanti Kroma. You see, we paused the whole political conversation just to dedicate the birthday to you.
And
Today is your birthday.
She's not just an ardent follower, she's also a brilliant young lady.
Brilliant.
So we said thank you so much.
A graduate of the mass comm department as well at the African Methodist
Methodist,
Episcopal
right.
University, our alma mater. So Shanti Kroma, it is your day. Happy birthday. Congratulations. More and more and more and more years to come. You know, keep being who you are. You know, it's from all of us here, including Austin Kawa of Freedom Radio Liberia. So happy birthday. Now let's go to the main issue. So the citizens are saying they're making that. I can show you the pictures. Hold on, let me show you guys the pictures. Those of you who are watching online, let me show it to you.
Viewer description on Facebook.
Yeah.
Please,
So
please.
Facebook, please. Viewer description, like Alexa said. You know, I want you guys to look at this. I want you guys to look at this. To take your time and look it up. Are you seeing the shirt? You seeing the shirt that they said the guy, you know, hung himself with? Are you seeing the shirt? Now you want to take a time and come here. You want to take a time and come here. This is his feet. His feet is touching the floor. His feet is on the floor. This guy's feet is on the floor, and the shirt is very short, very, very short shirt. So the length of this thing, you know, so the citizens are saying, how somebody will use shirt to hang themselves? Ordinary shirt, Alexa. For you to hang yourself, you need a rope that can form that circular bouquet. You know, what they can face is, you know, when they're ready to put a rope around the cow, they gotta take good portion of the rope and roll it into a cycle.
I know it is. I want to know, like, what's the length, right, between? Because I'm trying to see.
Share is not long.
Exactly. Where did that come from?
Thank you.
Where it was tied.
Share is not long. So if you will hang the share, the length of a share is about 3 feet.
Did he double?
No. So
more than one.
I mean, you're looking at one share here, Alexa. If so, where did he get the share from? In the police cell. Where did he get the share from? Because shites, anything that resembles rope should not be in a police cell. Because you got prisoners there, and you do not want prisoners to go and take their lives. So where did he get the share from? More to that,
and what was he alone in the room, like just that space?
So that's why the community people are concerned. That's what they're concerned about, and that's why they say no. This our brother can die, you know. And you say he committed suicide. What kind of police report here? You say you committed suicide, but your foot touching the ground, and you hang yourself. Your foot should not touch the ground. The rope is still on his neck, but his feet on the ground.
And there's a part of his neck. It looks like it is broken. You know. I don't know if the folks are actually getting a closer, you know.
You may not be able to.
I'm not sure you guys are looking closely because of the distance.
Yeah.
The camera is being placed.
Sure.
But if you're looking at his neck, it seems like, you know, it was broken to some extent. Where it is placed, and wow. Okay,
let me see whether. Okay, I think we've enlarged the photo. So this is the guy. He feet on the ground. You got an empty bottle, empty. What is this thing? Oh, let me pause this.
A bag of water.
You got empty bag of water on the floor. So his feet touching the ground, and the man feet touching the ground. You will find out that his
hands.
No.
Look at his hands.
Yeah. So forget the hands first, Alexa. His feet is bending. You understand it? So the fact that his feet is bending is to even tell you that the length between the ceiling and the ground is so short.
Yes.
To the extent that his feet,
that's one of my concerns.
his feet is bending. I mean, those of you watching online, you can see it. His feet is bending. You see it? There's a whole C behind his leg. There's not somebody standing strong. I mean, standing tall. His feet is bending. So imagine if this guy, piece of his arches, if he was to stand up, straight, the rope down how you call this thing, the chair wouldn't have even had pressure. The chair would have been weak. In that situation, nobody can die on that kind of hanging line. So the citizens are concerned. They are saying, look, this cannot be the case. This man he didn't kill himself. And that's why they've gone on the rampage to do what they are doing. Are we in support of mob violence? No. Do we support people burning down, properties in Lofa County, in the place this thing is happening? We do not support it. But the authorities in the county should assure the citizens that this guy will have justice, because this doesn't appear to be anything like suicide. That is how the guys are seeing it. Because I mean, here is a picture. Here is it. Here is the picture. See the picture. His feet on the ground. His knees are bended. They bend your knee. Then you got come and see the rope. See the distance of the rope. In fact, let me show you the thing from my telephone. Alexa.
Do you have a?
Yeah, I have it in my phone.
Okay.
Let me show you from my telephone. Look here. Look here. Take your time and look here. Look here. Look here. Let me take my time and operate. Okay. Look here. Let me do this. I'm coming. I am coming. Okay. Okay. Let's go right here. Take your time. We are coming there. I am coming. We are coming there. We are coming right there. Take your time. Now, look at this, fellow Liberians. Viewers' discretion is advised. Look at the shirt. Look at the distance of the shirt on his neck. Look at the distance of the shirt. And you seeing your leg on the ground? Are you seeing the leg on the ground? Look there, you seeing the leg on the ground? Are you seeing the leg on the ground with his knee bended? With his knee bended? So that is exactly what the citizens are suspecting. For them, they think this is not justice. For them, they think this is something very, very suspicious, and they would not want it to go in vain. No. For them, they are not prepared to allow it go in vain. They will not do it. And that is the situation. Alexa, what do we have from the Voice of Lofa?
Okay, so I managed to have found
the entire story.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alexa will read it for you. Then we have a conversation. We're blended with what police director and the Liberia National Bar Association said. We're blended and we'll tell you why citizens are becoming so disappointed in the justice system and why they are taking laws in their own hands. Go ahead, Alexa.
Okay, so this is from Voice of Lofa, and this was posted about 6 hours ago. And it says, could this be suicide?
Could this be suicide?
That's a question.
Could this be suicide? Go
exactly.
ahead.
Yakpawolo Mosema, a 19-year-old primary suspect in the ongoing murder investigation of 45-year-old woman in Dowankoma, Vonjaman district, was found dead in a police cell in Vonjaman City on January 6, 2025. On New Year's Eve, the lifeless body of the woman, Mayango Keliko, was discovered on a farm road. Following this grim discovery, police were elected, and a 15-member jury was convened to examine the body. So 15, we'll explain that one anyway later on. The jury's findings indicated foul play as evidenced by deep lacerations on her hands and a broken neck. In connection with the case, police arrested 5 individuals as suspects, including Mosema, who quickly became a person of interest in the investigation. To prevent any potential influencing of his testimony, investigators transferred Mosema from the Vonjama Central Police Station to the Vonjama Police Barracks in the new Vonjama community. Tragically, while in custody, Mosema reportedly took his own life by hanging himself
with one
using
t-shirt
his shirt around 10 p.m.
using his shirt. So the man got another shirt on him. Then you say
he did not use his own shirt, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Because we're still seeing in the photo, he still has,
a shirt on him.
Exactly.
Good.
His death has heightened tensions. Angry citizens who believe that Mosema was murdered to destroy evidence since he was providing some sensitive information to the police set ablaze 2 houses in Dowongoman belonging to 2 of the suspects who were previously in cell. Okay. In cell with Mosema. They're also currently leading a mass protest in Jonestown and extension of the Dowongoman where roadblocks have been placed preventing free movements along the Vonjaman-Zoso Highway today. The list booth in Jonestown has been set ablaze and officers assigned at the Jonestown checkpoint have been chased away. The Jonestown Magisterial Court is also currently under attack. The families and relatives of the suspects who were accused of the lady and Mosema's deaths are currently living in fear as there are reports that they are being hunted for by angry citizens in the region. Judging from the view of these first-hand pictures taken directly from the cell below, do you believe the same question you're asking? There was a foul play into Mosema's death as speculated, which is now raising tension.
Okay.
I mean,
so a Liberian journalist, in fact, the former vice president for the president of Liberia, Mr. Jala Emmanuel Griffey, has been following this story from Lofa County as well. We will have Jala Griffey on the line. I think Jala is already available. Mr. Jala Griffey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oliver and Alexa. How you guys doing?
We are great, Jala. Now, this situation from Lofa County, you've been reporting on it since this morning, and it has reached to the point where we are concerned about the circumstances leading to the death of this young man who we see hanging on a rope. What information do you have available?
Now, so what I also observed on that man's body, I don't know you have all the pictures, but if you see the pictures where they remove his clothes, he has some deep wounds in his body as though some sharp instruments were used on him. His neck right here. So if they're saying it's a suicide, then my question is, how then did he hang himself and who put all the marks on him? Those marks, I can send the pictures to you.
No, we have it.
Okay. So that's the question. So if you see the man hung himself, will he also take some sharp instrument and juke himself around his body? His neck. So it's a question we're asking. So, and the length of which you talked about where he hung himself allegedly.
So as you are speaking currently, we are displaying the two points where those instruments were allegedly, pierced through his body.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So he was pierced in his body by the sharp instrument before that incident took over. So if he also observed the neck, as I said, it looks like his neck was broken.
Yeah.
So as you speak right now, I've been speaking to our informer in Lofa. The guys are still mobilizing people from the villages to come and take over the entire Johnstown area. But the police station got burned and down at the courthouse. So the guys are mobilizing because they didn't think that this guy he took his own life away. They think that he was murdered. So the onus is now on the police to provide the perpetrators because this man said he saw these people butchering this woman in the bush while he was on a horse hunting expedition.
Okay.
So how do you bring the same man, put in the same cell with the same culprits or alleged culprits? So, and when some people advise that this thing is not right, you can't put a man who is a whistleblower with the same people he accused.
But why should a whistleblower be detained?
He should have been protected.
So I think what happened is that what I'm getting from the ground is that there are some top guys connected to this whole killing.
Okay.
But it based on imagination that I only know about this kind of ritualistic killing when it comes to election. But elections are over, but people are saying killing people, taking their parts. Is it because you want to get job from somebody in the government or whatsoever? So these are some of the questions that you got to online and know what is going on. So his family, they are in tears. But this man, what surprising most is, this man is a whistleblower. He put his in cell with the people. You remove him from the cell based on advice. The next day his body is found with all the bruises and marks on his body. So you see, what can lead to mob justice? These are some of the things that lead to mob justice. If the guys are going in that place and see police officers, they'll mob them to death.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
so yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, because from what has been is been reported in the papers and what you are explaining, this man said he has information on a lady that was being butchered.
Mhm.
Now, you in the first place, he should not even be in cell. He's
Because-
We got to assist the police.
Exactly.
We got to assist the police.
He's a state.
When the police needs you, the point to come and investigate and go back.
Protected.
So
And the police needs to provide for security for him while he's on
Exactly.
a move in one of a movement
Exactly.
to assist the police.
yeah, I mean,
Or
person of
he's called in,
interest.
he's saturated.
a whistleblower should not be
should be
detained.
protected.
You should be protected instead of being detained. Why were you
So
detaining him?
why did it even have
Okay,
to
Jala.
take
Thank
him
you,
in
thank
cell?
you, thank you very much. We'll pick it up from there, my dear brother.
Okay, bro, thanks.
Okay, so Jala Griffey is the former president of Liberia, vice president, and a veteran journalist. So you see it, like you read, right?
Of course.
Now, why? So
Like I'm confused at this point. Like honestly, I am. Just listening to veteran Jala Griffith,
Mhm.
he said some things and he made some selling points, 100%. Because we looked at some of the pictures earlier on. Maybe we did not look closely to have seen where the mags are. And
yeah.
we showed that to you just a few minutes ago.
We just display on the
So
camera.
how did that happen,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And one of the questions I asked earlier on, like where he was he there alone or he was there with a couple of different people? That's
Mhm,
number one.
mhm.
Number two, like we want to know what's the distance between maybe the roof and the ground where he was being placed
Mhm.
to be detained, or however they're going to term that. That's another thing.
Mhm.
And his neck, I'm not a police officer, I'm not anything of that sort, but just looking at the picture physically, you're going to see that his neck has some issues, like maybe it was broken or so, because just looking at it, it is not placed rightly. No, it is not.
Mhm.
Also, if he was a whistleblower, we have the whistleblower act,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And there are different clauses, different lines in there. They're talking about you should protect a whistleblower
Good.
because that person did not commit a crime. No, that person only saw a crime being committed.
Mhm.
So 100% that person should be protected by the state security. That person should be in a safe home or a safe space, in order to feel safe in giving out all of the different pieces of information. That person is a witness, in fact.
Mhm.
So that person is an important aspect of whatever case or whatever investigation that will be ongoing. But the fact that now we have someone who was said to be a whistleblower, and now the person is dead,
Mhm.
and there's a report allegedly he committed suicide.
So
So I don't understand exactly.
it appears to be people trying to how you call it thing to destroy evidence, because this is the only person who said he has information on
the whole thing
that happened. But this is look, let's
I don't understand where we're going. I don't understand the country, because we're supposed to be here not discussing these unfortunate stories. No, we're not even supposed to be here talking about this person died or that person committed this. And no, this is a new year. Last year we had a handful, so we discussed like a lot. Mysterious killings, of course, we did. And just yesterday again, we're here just listing almost 14, 15, 16 of the different cases. And just the start of this year, we're still having these. Oh my God, I don't know how to put it.
now. So listen to this. Listen to this thing that was reported by this people, right? Look, on New Year Day, on New Year Eve, the lively body of a lady. Hello, the lively body of a woman, Moyungo Keliko. You read it, right, Alexa?
I read the
Was discovered on a farm road. Following this grim discovery, police were elected and a 15-member jury was convened to examine the dead body of the woman. Now, the jury finding indicated foul play. It said people killed the woman.
So it was now a fair.
The woman died freely.
No.
So, in fact, that guy's death is not even the owner devil. So somebody had already died. The people already looking after that person death news.
It was the lady then.
The lady.
The lady.
So the 15-man grand jury decided to say, look, this body, it's not a natural death case. She was murdered. Right? As evidenced by a deep laceration on her hands and a broken neck. The woman's neck broke, and she had deep cuts. In connection with this case, police arrested 5 individuals as suspects, including Moisima,
The guy picture we just showed you.
who quickly became a person of interest in the investigation. To prevent any potential influencing of his testimony, investigators transfer Moisima from Vonjima Central Police Station to the Vonjima Police Barracks in the new Vonjima community.
That means he was not even protected.
Tragically, while in custody, Moisima reportedly took his life by hanging himself using, they say, his shirt around 10 p.m.
So the one that we see on you now, who get it?
This is Voice of Lofa reporting using his
course.
shirt. So who plays who plays the CDC t-shirt on him? This is Voice of Lofa newspaper, news outlet reporting using his own shirt. Because Alexa, you can't find an additional share in police cell. It is not possible. You can find an additional share in police cell. So what was the rationale behind putting another t-shirt on him? If that man took out his shirt to hang himself, his body should be discovered with no shirt on him. So why did you place this CDC t-shirt on him? And the shirt he's wearing is a CDC t-shirt.
So that would change the shirt now.
So who changed the shirt from him? Because this report is saying with his own shirt. Now let's read further. So to prevent any potential influence of his testimony or transfer to do good. So
he's supposed to be in cell.
yeah, so his death has heightened tensions. Angry citizens who believe that Moisima was murdered to destroy evidence since he was providing some sensitive information to the police. So the angry citizens, they say they don't want to believe that this man hanged himself because he was providing sensitive information to the police on how that woman was killed. And because you are providing the information, people who are afraid of being entangled in his testimonies may have allegedly got into the point of getting rid of his life. So the angry crowd, they're saying, no, this man who are talking true about a person who died mysteriously cannot die, and you say he didn't hang himself. No, why are you hanging himself for?
He did not commit any.
He didn't commit any crime.
He just saw what happened.
In fact, this man is willing to explain what happened. He's willing to provide testimony. In fact, the reason why you transfer him from Vonjima to this village is because you do not want for his testimony to be influenced. Look, let's say this to our people and let it be very clear. When we had the election in 2023, Liberians divided themselves into 2 different colors. Blue Liberians went one side and green Liberians went one side. At the end of the day, the country made a decision to elect Mr. Joe Boakai as the president of this country because he and his campaign team promised that Liberia will be a better, peaceful, stable, and prosperous country. That is what they promised us. That is what the entire country got a show of. And that's why a popular man like George Weah lost the elections. Regardless of his popularity, he lost the elections because President Boakai and his team of campaigners assured Liberians that the country will be more peaceful, it will be more stable, it will be more united under their presidency than what George Weah was doing. It is a shame that we are at this level. It is. And it will take us back to the New Dawn newspaper publication where the Liberian National Bar Association and the Liberian National Police, where the 2 institutions are expressing their concern over the justice system of the country. This is wrong. We didn't expect this thing to happen. This is not the Liberia we anticipated. Why kill somebody, in such a situation? No, forget all of the situation. The citizens are asking, why kill the man? For them, they do not believe that it is an out of suicide. They believe that this is a murder case. Because from what they saw, in their opinion, this is not a case of somebody committing suicide. So the first point is, why should you leave a person who is willing to explain what happened to a previous case you are discussing. Why should you leave such a person vulnerable? Why should you leave such a person vulnerable? This is not the country we anticipated. Politics aside, this is not about politics. Take politics out. The Liberia we have today, where people are afraid every day, they don't know what will happen to anybody in the night. People go outside, they're afraid, they're running home to go home in the night. This is not the Liberia we anticipated under President Bouaka. This is not the country we anticipated. Go to social media right now and type death. You will find 2 million mysterious death happening. Somebody killed the other person killed the other person discovered dead. Look at a lady discovered dead in Lofa County. Somebody who say, I know what happened to her. After 2-3 days, you transfer the person to another cell, out of the sudden, then you can't say, oh, you can't, the person died. They go see the body hanging on one t-shirt. They feet on the ground, they feet bent. Now you don't do this to the country. You would not have a country that will be prosperous when this news continue to circulate. When we say it, you say we're talking politics. But this has nothing to do with politics. Your government will not succeed if you continue to keep this place in a serious, terrifying condition. The people are in panic mood. Citizens are afraid of their lives on a daily basis. Too many mysterious deaths. These are things you criticize, your predecessors for. These are things you criticize your predecessor for. The last time Eva man had to shoot himself 8 times in the head. The day before yesterday, a police officer shot himself. And the police director is telling the Liberian people that the reason why mob violence is on the increase in the country is because there is no trust in the justice system. Inspector General, you are right. There is no trust. You know why? When police officers will go to the Capitol building and decide to flog a particular group of lawmakers while protecting the other group of lawmakers, what do you think the citizens will do? The citizens will know directly that the law in the country is favoring a few group of people and leaving the others vulnerable. And that's why when you say the citizens do not trust the justice system, oh yes, we are right. You are right about it because of what your men are on record for doing. You went to the Capitol building. Lawmakers have issues amongst themselves. They're having confusion amongst themselves. You go to Capitol building, Mr. Inspector General of Police, your men went there. They turned their back on other legitimate lawmakers, protecting them while inflicting injuries on other lawmakers. And you still asking why the citizen ain't got trust in the justice system, Mr. Police Director? With all due respect, sir, these are reasons why they do not have it. Your 4-hour marvel. No. They're coming 4-hour move. Honestly, you 4-hour move. With all of the criticism you did to George Weah, George Weah ain't know it. We have people there, they are inept. This whole ineptitude was a whole national anthem when George Weah was in power in this country. Every single Tom, Dick, and Harry that would take up social media or take up the traditional media space will criticize the Weah administration of being inept. Ineptitude. The government ain't know, George Weah ain't know how to run the country. The country this, the country that. You came to power. While we are anticipating so good things happening in the country, every day the country is deteriorating. What kind of serious investor you will bring to the country? Under the kind of circumstances where nobody is assured of living tomorrow. I bet you in this country, nobody knows if they will survive tomorrow. That's how the country is reaching. That's the point the country is reaching to. People are living in fear. People are being arbitrarily arrested on a daily basis. A few days ago, folks were picked up, for some kind of funny investigation. To this day, nothing serious. People are being arbitrarily arrested. People are being, people rights continue to be abused on a daily basis. Now you can do it when you're talking. You said that politics. This is not politics. How do you expect to bring all of the investors and the investment you think you want to bring to the country when these kind of news are happening all across the country? Can you imagine people dying in police cell? We had Tatos Pakala here yesterday. He had a list of over 18 different mysterious death cases. Amongst them, another citizen was found dead in a police cell. I mean, let's check his record. If Tato is available, Tato can give us the information on that officer who was found dead in a cell. Oh yeah, I mean, if you can reach out to him quickly for reference purposes, I mean, we can get it. We can go and replay the show. We can also find a document, but it will be good if we contact him. You know, I mean, quickly to get the information. So with this other guy who just passed up in Lofa County, will make it 2 different citizens who have died while in police custody. It is not a good sign. When we say this thing, you think we hate you. No, we don't hate you. We got no reason to hate those of you in power. In fact, the reason why we are sounding the way we are sounding is because we want you to succeed. If you do not succeed, this country will go back 6 extra years of nonsense. That's what will happen. The country will not make progress. A success for this unity party government is a success for Liberia. And that's why we sound the way we sound. When you fail as a government, the country fails. Look, the president, the whole country, the whole government is in Ghana at the moment. See Accra City. See Accra that you guys are in at the moment. See how transformed Ghana is becoming. See the kind of progress happening in Ghana. That's what we want to see in Liberia. It will not happen when these things continue to happen. When the laws are being broken. Puidara said the citizens doing more violence because they do not trust the justice system. He said, oh, we can try to arrest the people, but when we send them to court, beyond there, we do not have control because whatever the court chooses to do, it is beyond our reach. Good justification. But the truth of the matter is, some of the reasons why the citizens themselves do not trust the system is because you, police director, to a greater extent, was able to get the police deeply involved into politics. When you took policemen to the capital to beat lawmakers and protect others, everybody up that hill, that represented all the people who to Capitol building are represented there. If you call yourself Representative X and the other person calls yourself Representative Y, when 2 lawmakers get problem, you already have it. Yeah, so unless I get the other time when policeman die,
another police officer,
a citizen die
an employee of the Cocopa rubber plantation, Morris Gomo. So you just send that to me. And
so it's just a 1-year-old employee of the Cocopa rubber plantation. What is his name?
Has been found hanging dead in the custody of the Cocopa Magisterial Court in Nema County. The deceased, identified as Morris Gomo, who worked as mechanic at Cocopa Rubber Plantation, was on Tuesday, July 2, found unconscious.
July 2 last year.
And later pronounced dead in the court's holding cell.
In the cell. So, look, these are not news that we want. Look, that's why I keep saying, you're surprised also. In simple Liberian English, you're 4-hour month. This is not what we expected. Yes, we knew that the George Weah administration was not doing it 100%. We knew they had their own personal challenges they were encountering. We knew the kind of criticism you put forth against those people. But with you in power, you're making a lot of Liberians regret voting for you because this is not what they anticipated. And the most dangerous thing is the fact that nobody is safe right now in the country. It's the fact that when you are critical, you are a target. The most dangerous thing is the fact that people have been, they have been found missing. People have been declared missing after a few days. They are found dead. It's scary. It is. Yet still, you find your Minister of Information, Jerry Limit Pia, will pass around and say we'll attract investors. We'll bring this investment. Who told you investors waste their money in hostile terrain? Who told you? Who told you when you keep this place in panic mood, where citizens will no longer have trust in the system? Who told you that kind of country can attract foreign investment? You think the people money that saying they can pick up from the beaches, that they will come and invest in a country where the rule of law is a problem? Imagine the Liberia National Bar Association, Alexa, the mother organization for lawyers in the country. Imagine them saying the increase in mob violence and mob-related death cases in the country is as a result of the citizen not having trust and confidence in the justice systems. Imagine lawyers issuing that kind of statement. Go read the new Dawn newspaper. Don't listen to me. We're only providing the commentary on these political subjects. Go read it. Lawyers say the reason why they say they do the one because they no longer have trust. It is because the government is setting the pace for citizens now to have trust in the system. You gotta stop. This is year 2 of your administration. This is year 2 of your administration. We are concerned. We are talking because we are Liberians. Regardless of who we voted for, regardless of what kind of political ideology we subscribe to, we all belong to this country, and you guys in power are our government officials. When you fail, this country will fail miserably. That's why your actions are being criticized. We are not criticizing you because you got money, you got what? No. That's not our concern. We're criticizing you because when you do it better off, the country gets better. When you allow political arrogance to overwhelm you and you start to treat the country like a personal property, the adverse reaction will be negative on the part of the country, and we are not going to. We're not going to succeed as a people. That's why we are flagging these issues. See the kind of thing happening in Lofa. A man who's supposed to be a state property. Imagine somebody say, "I want to talk. I got zero information on how the woman died." Even if you have suspicion of that person being involved in the killing, the mere fact that the person decided to say, "I know what killed the woman," should make that individual a diamond in the eyes of any government that is against mysterious killing. What did you do? You leave the young man vulnerable, and you come out to announce to the people that he hung himself on a t-shirt with his feet hanging and his feet dragging on the ground. The length of the entire height of the room, and not even come on. Just stop it. Just stop it. President Barack can know all of the billionaires around the world. Mamaka Belete can know all of the billionaires around the world. Morally, they can know all of the billionaires in around the world who can bring business and companies. If you keep the country in this kind of state, in this state of pandemonium, this state of fear, those investors will not have their fundings coming to this country. They will not do it. No, they will not do it. They don't want to take risks. They will not do it. But this is sad. This is very, very sad. And so we are not going to look. We will continue to advise you. I know most of you feel hurt when we say these things. I know most of you do not want to hear us say these things. But we are saying it because we want to help you. Oh, yes, we want to help you. When you succeed, it is for you. Because you are the ones in power. You will have the political dividends. But our concern is when you succeed, the country will succeed. But the things you guys are doing is bad. In less than 1 year, everybody living in fear. The last time one Obama said, "My son, if this government change their course of action before we enter 2026, they may likely be operating like the Chancellor days." I laugh about it, but again, I had a sober reflection and I said, this is possible. This is possible, especially when journalists are being haunted. Oh, yes, when media folks are being haunted, when critical voices are being sought after, when people are being removed from their position because of their political alignment. When you violate the constitution of the country, when you disregard the Supreme Court ruling and go ahead appointing people to offices that you are not supposed to appoint them to, only because you have the legitimate power, and you think the country is yours, when these things start to happen, automatically you are breeding a sense of dictatorship in the country. Where whenever you see those kind of attitudes being being nurtured, obviously, the rule of law is being trashed under the carpet gradually. And sooner or later, the Taylor's era could return. And the reason why we're kicking against it is because we do not want it to happen. There are a lot of people who respect Mr. Bouaka, President Bouaka. They believe in him. They believe in his ability. There are a lot of people who see him as a man of wisdom. And it is going to be essential that he will live up to their expectation. It will be a very, very disheartening thing for many of the people who voted this administration if this government doesn't succeed. If you don't succeed, you will disappoint a lot of people who voted for you. There are people who have no reason voting against President Weah. They did so because you promised them that you will do it differently. But the one you're doing right now is disheartening. It is. It is disheartening. The last time Jara Griffey received 2-minute threat messages from key individuals in the system. He posted about it on his Facebook page. Sekou Sharif of recent Austin Kawas vehicle was attacked by unknown people. These are all critical people against the system. Now, you don't do these things to the country. Do you think the foreign partners will read developments? They'll read news on journalists being attacked. They will read news on people being removed from their offices because they belong to a particular political persuasion. Do you think the folks will invest their money in this country? You think they will take Liberia serious when these kind of terrible news are all filtering in the air? When we talk, you think we're talking politics? We are helping you, because if you continue to do like this, your government will be strangulated. The government will be stagnated. You will not have the support you need to do your job. How will you build the roads you're boasting of? How will you improve the education you keep talking about? How will you do all of the projects you promised the people during the election when you cannot keep a country stable? You're disappointing the people too many times. In less than 1 week, the president gone to Ghana 2 different times. The Ghanaian president won the election. Last week, you went to him to greet him to say, "Oh man, hello, thank you for winning the election." You spent 3 days there, you came back. After 3 days, you gone back again to attend the inauguration. All the 2 trips, you are flying on private jet. The president is riding and flying private jet. Something you criticize former President Weah for doing. Oh, we are riding private jet. Why people cheering suffering in the country? Good. The country say, okay, we tired with you. Don't be riding private jet whole day. Go sit on one place. Let's put Baka there. Baka say you now ride private jet. But yesterday, the private jet was at Robert Fee. We have the pictures. We have the pictures on yesterday, private jet. In simple English, you're 4-hour move. You're surpassing us. We did not expect this to happen. Here is it. A private jet. Here is it. Look there. Look there. That is a private jet. Under George Weah, it was a terrible thing. Oh no, it was bad for the Liberian president to fly a private jet. Under Weah, it was bad. It was never a good thing to ride a private jet under George Weah. The president of Liberia should not ride a private jet. Every time Weah had to fly a private jet out of this country, it became a story of contention. It became a story in this country. Down to President Bouaga himself criticized the use of private jet by a certain president. Today, private jet is no longer a violation. Today, private jet is no longer a violation. We do not hate you people. Before I submit to Alexa so that she come in, we let her go to take calls. We do not hate you. We got zero anger in our hearts for anybody in power. But hey, if every radio station in this country continue to praise you for nothing, when you are doing nothing, you will not realize the mistakes you are making. And at the end of it, you will not deliver those things you promised to deliver. In the end, the country suffers. That's not what we want. We want the country to succeed. That's why we're putting you on track. It is left for you to agree, to listen, to follow what we are suggesting, or to continue to be in your arrogance. But at the end of the day, history will judge us. That there were times where we made suggestions, and those suggestions were not listened to by those in power. Alexa, I do not have more to say. But that is the country we have. And like I would say in my submission, these guys 4-hour move, and that is not what we expected.
For the first time in a very long time, I'm weak, like very. Mm-hmm. And I am, because of all the things that are happening in the country. Like at some point, I want to get confused. At some point, I want to be shocked. But again, I will ask myself, are all of these things really strange? Like, what exactly did I expect? You know, I will start to ask, and there's this self-realization, because you're just in this space and you're trying to put the different pieces together. You're trying to make sense of exactly what's happening, you know, occurrences, reoccurrences. And when you have put all these pieces together, you start to think about what was said in the past by whom, and how, you know, what was said. And then you start to think, like, where are we now? Like, in fact, who we are right now. And where are the people who had to deliver different messages of change, different messages of transformation, different messages of, sophistication. But we're here. And listening to Oliver and just going back and forth on the social media, trying to I was just, spending a lot of time on Voice of Lofa, just going back and forth, scrolling, looking at what the people of Lofa County, especially in that part, what they're going through now, how they're agitating for justice, how they're disappointed, in fact, because I remember there's a guy in this video, and he was talking about the people who's supposed to rescue Ola AL, however way we're going to say it. So it tells you how disappointed people are. It tells you how citizens, a huge number, has lost faith in the system we have. Evidenced by that, what was read from New Dawn newspaper, the Liberia Bar Association, as well as the police RG. It is clear that the people have lost faith in the system. The people have lost confidence in the system. And whenever you have citizens to lose faith in the system of the day, they will start to have faith in themselves. They will start to have confidence in themselves, and they will start to do whatever it takes to protect themselves. They will do whatever it takes to seek justice themselves, whether it is going to be brutal, whether it is going to be drastic, critical. They are going to do whatever it takes to seek that justice, whatever it takes to get what they want. And history. There's no other way to put, history. When citizens get together out of fear, when citizens feel unprotected, when they feel that they are being looked down on by the very system, the very people they empowered, what will happen at the end of the day. They will do things that you wouldn't want to think about. There will be chaos. Do we want to have different chaotic scenes across the country? No one wants that. Do we want to have a moment where you have like citizens, combined actions from different counties in Liberia? No, we don't want that. Just Lofa County. Yesterday it started, and some people thought, it was just for a moment. And today again, you see different reports. Like, people are not going to apply, from Zozo to Vonjama, from this side to that side, because some people are already scared now. Citizens are saying we're going to block this space. People are now going to go because we need justice. Citizens who are supposed to believe in the system, the justice system, the police, they are the ones saying, we do not believe that guy committed suicide. We do not believe he hung himself. They are saying he was killed. He was murdered. And you want to ask what informed their decision? You want to ask, why are they saying that without waiting for any investigation from the police? If you're just going to sit back and say that, it means you're insensitive, because people have emotions. They're citizens, of course. In Liberia, they try to take a lot of things for granted. They try to manage their expectations to some extent, but they also have feelings. So you don't have to be insensitive. If someone from that space had read the New Dawn newspaper, and that person had just read a line from the police IG talking about people do not have faith in the system, do you know what they are going to say? Because at the end of the day, this is on the government of Liberia. It is not on the citizen. No, it is not on the citizens. It is on the government of Liberia. And a person who is supposed to be protected, a person who was supposed to have, like you said, Oliver, that person should have been a diamond. Because someone was being murdered and you arrested 5 suspects. He was there, and he said, of course, I know what happened. So I want to talk about what happened. Do you know what that means? It would have made your investigation easy. It would have helped you in finding the perpetrator or perpetrators if there are more. That would have been like very easy. So what exactly went wrong? How did you guys get to a point? Like what informed your decision to have taken him somewhere where he was not protected 100%? Because I'm saying this, if he was protected, Oliver, we wouldn't be here discussing, citizens are demonstrating, they're calling for justice and all that. They're setting places ablaze and all that. No, we wouldn't be here talking about that. But now we would have gotten different reports from the guy who, according to you, took away his own life.
Mm-hmm.
We would have gotten updates. He would have been telling us, oh, I saw the other person doing, they went to the woman and this, that. There would have been transformation. There would have been improvement. There would have been update. Your work would have been easier. But here we are now. There's a different story. So are we trying to say whistleblowers are not to be protected? Are we saying when a person is aware of a situation, maybe involving murder or rape cases, they shouldn't come to talk about all of those different things? Is that what you are saying? Because now, if you have someone who should have been a whistleblower,
people will stop being afraid to speak out.
I wouldn't want to talk about anything because number one, I'm talking about my life. Like, am I going to be safe? Am I going to be protected? We are not supposed to be here discussing this, especially the fact that we have Mr. Boakai as president of this country. And I'm saying this because Mr. Boakai said a lot of things yesterday. A lot of things. We're in 2025 now. 2023, a lot of things. Mr. Boakai said a lot of words. And one of the things they talked about, mysterious deaths in the country, people are being murdered. And today, just going back to recounting the number of people who have died, Oliver, the different, oh God, you would just sit back and be confused. And that's exactly what makes me weak. Mr. Boakai, you're here on the basis of change. And you know what you said anyway. You know what you said. And we're here now. So what exactly are you doing? Are we just going to discuss this today, tomorrow, and then we're done? Will there be justice after all? Will justice be served? Or are you going to allow citizens to continue to have, a chaotic scene? Are they going to continue to be disappointed in your government, your leadership? Is that exactly why we're here? No. The people are not supposed to lose faith in the system, especially the government of the day. You know what you told Liberians. In Lofa County, I don't want to start to talk about county, no. But Lofa County, nah, we shouldn't be here discussing this. We shouldn't. Mr. Boakai, we shouldn't. We don't want your government to be dwelling on contradiction, even though contradiction is the order of the day. Even though all of the different things you said yesterday, you're acting differently now. We don't want to continue on this path. This is 2025. And we have witnessed a series of unfortunate events. A lot of them. This is not the first a story of a person, maybe taking away their life in cell. We just gave a reference July 2 last year, right? A 61-year-old man. It was reported that he did the same thing. And we are here again. We are here again. Every single person who died when we had George Weah as Liberia's president, you know exactly what was the attributing factor. You know exactly how you guys pinned that on George Weah. So today, I wouldn't be a hypocrite if citizens start to say Mr. Boakai is responsible or this a minister is responsible. I wouldn't censor what they're going to say. No, it is their views, because yesterday you had different views about who were the killers of yesterday without investigation being conducted, without even, giving chance for an investigative process to be launched. You already knew the murderer. You already knew who the murderers were yesterday. And today you have citizens agitating for justice. Just yesterday, we had titles right here in this studio. We had a discussion for over 45 minutes. And he talked about the same things we're talking about today.
Okay.
So is this going to be a trend? Are we going to forget about, the transformations that are supposed to happen? And now we just focus on the person down, the other person down, the person with skill, fire on the other side. Is that what we're going to continue to have for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, the next few years? Mr. Boakai, you are Liberia's president, and you should be intentional about what our country should have when it comes to, progress, when it comes to moving forward. But I'm not sure if you're concerned about what's happening, because 1 minute you're in Lofa County, you're using private jet. The next minute you're in Ghana, you're using private jet. Another minute you're in Nigeria, you're on this side. So are you really understanding what's happening in the country? If you are not understanding what's happening in the country, Mr. Boakai, when you get back, please start to understand what's happening. Please start to have the citizens to get justice. For me, I'm tired saying, an independent investigation should be launched. I'm tired just repeating that phrase. Because you have people who are sophisticated. You have people who are experienced. You have people who are educated. You have people who understand governance to a level that no one in this country understands. I'm not the one saying that. I'm just rephrasing some of the things you said before.
Mm-hmm.
So you have everything. You have whatever it takes to move this country forward. You have whatever it takes to have citizens to be satisfied. Even if it wouldn't be 100%, you have all that. So what are you waiting for? We don't want to be here 2024. We talked about, the other person that fire on this side. In 2025, the year they didn't even start with Oliver something good now. I mean, something positive now.
Mm-hmm.
That we're trying to find good things that happening in the country. But when somebody on the other side, they say the person hang la set, the person juke la set, you start to think what thing happening in the country. The country in trouble or the country not in trouble. Danger thing happening in the country safe or the country not safe. Right? You start to ask all of these different questions. And with these things that are happening, these things that continuously, occurring on a daily basis, would you have people to get back to Liberia to invest? That should be $1 million question for you. You already say you're not responsible to create job now. You're responsible for the environment. With all of these things that are happening, are you guys sure that you're creating a cool environment for people to thrive in the private sector? I'm not sure. So if we start to just name all of the different things that are happening, Mr. Boakai, I'm not sure we'll leave from here today.
Okay.
But Liberia is proceeding dangerously. And I think when I say Liberia, I'm talking about the government, the people who are responsible to handle the affairs of the country, people who are responsible to have citizens to be safe, to have citizens to be peaceful and not to involve into things. People who are responsible to continue to give faith to the people that you can trust the system, you can have confidence in the system. But now people do not. Because if people had confidence in the system, they wouldn't be here agitating all over. They would just be, okay, we already know what will happen in the government. We'll fight for all and this, that. This is Liberia. And Liberia is for everybody. It is for Oliver. It is for Alexa. It is for Austin. It is for Mr. Boakai. It is for everybody. So we want our country to be in one piece. Because if something like that will happen on a daily basis, Oliver, like different counties, and people are on the other side saying, we'll burn the area, we'll block the area. People in the other side saying the same thing. I'm not sure we have peaceful movement. I'm not sure. And Liberia is a country of freedom, a country of peace, and we want it to stay that way. So we're looking up to the government again. I hate to say this word, but we're looking up to the government, Liberia National Police, to do investigation again. Seriously. Waiting for you again or to come out and give some kind of report. From last week to today, we now say one investigation will be done. I don't know how many days now. And we're still waiting, right? So no one deserves to lose their life that way. No one deserves to even lose their loved one. So I'm sure his family right now, they are grieving, I'm sure. So we'd like to say we're so sorry for your loss. And we're sending out sympathies to you. Stay strong, and whatever happens at the end of the day.
Okay, so that is exactly what it is. Whatever happens at the end of the day. But before we go to the lines quickly, we're about to call some of our winners. So if you're there and you're playing star 799 hatch, you select Freedom as spot number 11, star 799 hatch, Lone Star Cell MTN users, Freedom as spot number 11. If you're there, we are here. We'll be calling some of the winners very shortly. But we're about to go to the lines and talk to a lot of you people who are following the conversation. Hands up to you, Alhaji Patrick Soa. You're just from the U.S., visiting Liberia. You're here on, I don't know if you're a December or you are a January. Whatever the case is, welcome to the country, Patrick Soa, Alhaji Patrick Soa. But we will go to the lines and talk to Liberians who are willing, who are interested in the conversation. The man said he had information. According to the information, he had information about a lady who earlier on died. They put him in jail, and later on they said the man hang himself. We found rope on the man's neck. But again, there are too many things that we cannot explain. But let's take this quick break. When we come back from our break, we will go to the lines directly and start to take your calls. Let's take the break to be right back.
Keeping us in the stopping grounds for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us in the stopping grounds for all our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing
fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all our. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it.
Crime Stoppers, the official sponsor of Freedom Radio Liberia. Crime Stoppers. Stop mob violence. Again, Liberia is becoming more and more ungovernable. Too many mysterious deaths across the country. Join us on 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are our numbers to join the conversation. There are too many people who are winning. We are calling some of them. Let's see if this person is going to pick up his phone. Okay, this winner is not picking up, so let's go to another winner. You too can be a winner on the platform. All you need to do is to dial star 799 hatch. You select Freedom FM as spot number 11, and that will put you in a position to win for yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars if you're lucky. Yes, star 799 hatch. You select Freedom as spot number 11. Let's go and see if we can talk to this other winner. If not, we resume calls. Okay, so this other winner is ringing. He is ringing. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello, how are you, sir? Okay, my name is Skill. Okay, calling you from Freedom Radio Liberia. Please speak louder. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
We're great. We're calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah?
You played the cash giveaway today. That's what our record says.
Yeah.
Did you receive the $3,000?
Oh, let me check the account.
You won $3,000. Congratulations. How many times did you play?
I played 2 times.
2 times. Check your telephone and call us back if you can. All right, congratulations. So you two can be the same. Let's go and take calls at a later time. We'll come back to call a lot of you who will be winning $3,000. 866-500-104, 776-104-104 are all numbers to join the conversation. Mob, and I repeat, mob violence across the country. Citizens are angry because the government is not creating the environment where they can trust the system, so they are taking laws in their own hands and demanding justice.
Government are not here to arrest you. They are there to help us. They are there to help us. The story of TNTR, the people that we depend on to rescue us, they are not to help us. They are not to help us. We are each other today. We are each other. The government that we depend on to rescue us.
This is what we see here, and of course, this is the side the police keep from, and you can see exactly what happened here. The police have come to calm the entire situation down, but of course, we here to bring you all of the happenings here regarding the situation of ground. So, citizens from Zogorman have come, and of course, saying that they want justice. Citizens say they want justice, and so this is it. The sectional chief, Bado Buza, is among them as well, preventing them. This is what happened in Georgetown today. Local County. This is what happened as a result of the ball that was discovered there in the cell. So they are saying that they need justice. Citizens have come to say they want justice.
Okay, so let's go to the line. Let's go to the line right now. I beg your pardon. Let us go to the line and talk to this person. Hello, sir. How are you? Go ahead. 1 minute.
And thank you for giving me an opportunity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the police commander and the CID commander in Lofa County should be arrested. The information they are receiving, in fact, they should invite humanly for investigation because it's not clear of that death.
Why?
The information, if you listen to Jala's Greatface, if you listen to Jala get the information, but he refused to tell you where the information getting, because the picture we see on Facebook, they didn't show scarf on the body. You see scarf on the body right now, meaning that he was scarfed. So the police, the CID commander in Lofa County should be arrested. The police commander should be arrested. And in line with Francis Humani, I'm telling you, we get the information.
Okay.
And you guys know the story, but you guys will bring.
Okay. All right, my dear brother. Thank you very much. We leave you right there from the U.S. Let's come to Liberia and take more and more callers on this one. Go ahead, sir. How are you? How you doing?
Thank you, Kai. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Let's hear you, Chief.
Let me say to say that William W. Blue, the official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil Movement.
Another Liberian found dead in a prison. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got a knee. I got a knee on the head. That the police RT and the justice, the whole justice center were talking. And you didn't want the course. And again, their pulse on the Baka, your comrade, on the Baka, position of the rule of law. Telling position 1 year says, I on 2, do it 12 years. You got running after. Even 10 people who help me into that job. He's running behind them, violating everything in the country. How will the training not work? If you not trust the code again, even the police that don't be afraid people. Police won't stand before nobody are going to tell nobody when people the police, they have been telling what they do the code. But if that people you have found, you show the code. See, so the code they get food and your code is not doing well. So the mother so he say, me can get my kids the code. That's what happening.
Okay.
So the police taking law in who they have those we have to say is right. Is that right? But if the country go from Baka, President Baka is violating the rule of law, it's pushing everything that you think about. So it doesn't no more have confidence in the police and the justice system. This is what happening, and you need to stop because our poor are dying every day by day. Follow I think the TV on Black Pastor in other countries. Poor die every day, and this is what we want. The government care to protect the safety. You are there to protect land and property. Why you destroying the property?
Okay.
We are dying self-defense. Police catch found awards. Police you catch the car, nothing in there. So I didn't know the police no. I asked you to go around the police station.
Okay.
Those things that they put cash on the police station.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. When you call, please leave the radio. Hello, sir. How are you?
You know, this investigation, and the police continue to investigate. And when the investigation will come to an end, look at the general manager of Boulevard Hotel. He said that is under investigation. When the result will come? So there is no law and order. The president is responsible.
Okay, we'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah,
We're great, sir. What is the name? Where do you join us from, Chief?
I'm calling boys here from Maggie County, Nigeria, with the expert.
Go ahead, Maggie County. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the first and foremost thing, the police that took the man from where the man was accused, came into Virgin, all of them need to be arrested. All the police are carrying him need to be arrested at once. Two, at the judge of court where the man was placed to ask some questions, that one need to be arrested. Three, the third guard, the man who is responsible for the third guard, who controls the third key, need to be arrested together. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I'm getting you.
Okay? We got to speak from a professional level now. So no group that escorted the man. Then the next thing is, while the investigation is going on, the investigation found out as to whether somebody came to visit him while he was in the cell. Three, and four, no prisoner is supposed to go in the cell with a long trouser or shirt. No prisoner in Liberia is supposed to go behind that. Especially kind of person for them is not supposed to go to jail or a long trouser or shirt. No, no. That's what Kevin Long Tucker, that's what Kevin Share in the jail. So those are negligent. So the whole police needs to be type of negligent almost high. All of them need to be type of negligent almost high.
Okay. All right, my dear brother. From Maggie County, a veteran security expert. Thank you very much for your expert opinion. Okay, we'll leave you right there. Let's talk to Man CC from Claraton. Go ahead, ma'am. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Hi, Alexa.
Alexa is here. She's listening.
Yeah, I want to ask my little question. Let America, I know America, I was to get a 10 on your radio. What do you want going into situation I can't handle? What do you know? And you tell you say, no, boy. What do you know?
You know what? You remain quiet.
Yeah, that's why you ask. Because like you're talking nonsense on the platform.
No,
I
say the man.
Why accuse you say, no. Let me tell you something. Okay. Therefore, rare with the issue of no security in the country. You understand? So the last time I can't tell you say, it's what happened, you know, that no scam. Stop on them there, my brother. And the very wrong here, you're wrong with everyone in the country now. So they're okay for in the country. So it's happening to do it. They put out them more that over there. That everyone destroy, okay.
I know.
Everyone destroy. Because men will be what's up, bro. So say, I saw something there, man, come and talk. Or you put a man in there, someone, man, I kill somebody. They are not supposed to make it. They kill a man and say, man, he gets there. What a man, people on the ground. Is that man, what's this shit? The head gets said, they don't want to put there on the man. So I'm going to tell them, what just said? So the man should be arrested. And then, who are God? I'm responsible for it. I'm responsible for it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to go and they're going to if I want to shoot you, you're shooting your friend. And your friend crying. And your girlfriend will cry. But when you're there, also, everything is okay. It's okay. Now you're there in a vodka. So what's going on? Next time, they will all want to say. When you're there, they're going to go in there and see if they're going to kill you. Thank you, sir. So that man is killed at that hotel. No, it's just about that man. Hey, what is that going to do? Customer, you say, no sky, no happening. And they'll kill the man. They'll go on there.
No, we leave you right there. Thank you, Master G. Okay. Thank you. I don't think he meant any harm. He was like, you guys know that the people did this to the man. But trust me, once we do not have the evidence, we'll not speak to it. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm sending letter phone from rehab from Leyte.
Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
Yeah, I think the situation for Lofa will need Francis Yumali, Honorable Francis Yumali, to be invited by the police and the police commander from Lofa, because we're getting training information from our family back there that these people are hands in the whistleblower death.
I don't know about that. I don't know on what basis you are asking for Francis Yumali to be invited, but we do not have the details towards that.
government said they are coming to work with the devil. Are you getting me?
No,
This government said they are coming to work with the devil.
No, President Boga said if it means dancing with the devil to win the election, he would do so. He did not say they're coming to work with the devil. Let's correct that.
Yes. So being the president and leaving the devil is a hard thing for Mr. Boga currently. So Mr. Boga will continue to dance with the devil to lead this nation.
Okay.
And will continue going to find crisis in this nation.
All right,
so I think humanly and others need to be invited for questioning.
Okay. All right, my dear brother. Thank you. That's your opinion. We cannot sanction it. We cannot control what you say. We can only guide it, but we cannot adequately determine what you say or not. But let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. How are you? Hello.
Okay.
How are you, ma'am? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my Rebecca Cody from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, this is scary and troubling. You know, some of us December we can be in country, right?
Well,
if you cannot see us over there, we are afraid. And who God brought us on the side, and by the grace of God, we're able to get started in this country. The people warning us that Liberia is not safe.
Wow.
And we see it. And let me be fair, I'm a U.S. citizen. I tell you, I will not hide it. Because that's the only way I will be able to be able to maneuver myself, around the country to be able to do something for myself. You understand me? That's the reason why when someone already, we take our passport, we go down, I will go in Liberia. We got friends, we got relatives, we get around them. The little change we carry, we share with them. Even carry on project over there, we hire our own Liberian brothers and children to carry on our project. You understand what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
For our people, what's going on right now is scary, and we're scared for you people. Some of us are speaking right now on the radio. We want to come down, but who knows that I get down from the airport and I be arrested because they've been hearing your voice on the radio. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they will not arrest me at the airport, but leaving the airport to go to town, what's going to happen to me on Rawafi Highway? We are afraid to come to town.
That's correct.
And what the thing that is going on in that country is scary. Where are the human rights people? Where are our Christian community? And they are sitting down. They think it only happening to the poor people. Only but before I leave you people, let me say something.
Quickly.
We got a highway right here in Minnesota. They call it 252. That 252 is a highway that when you on it, you can go 100 or 75. The lowest that you can go when you are driving on a highway. And the people used to allow citizens to cross the highway to get on the other side of the road to go shopping to or shopping people call food festival. And common people used to die on a highway. And the people, the citizens, even the government, until this day, one of the ministers or representative child was crossing that road and died right there on an accident. That's the time they were able to take action. When they built an overhead bridge or walkway for people to use to cross. So I just tell the Liberians, God that sitting down, representatives, senators, churches, council or churches, the Muslim community, you are sitting over there. Our poor people dying in the villages. Our children, our mothers, our sisters, they are being killed and nothing coming from out of it. But you watch, when you point your finger to somebody, the next one is coming back to you. Okay, you'll be safe, and we are praying for you people. Okay. God bless you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Rebecca Sayon from Minnesota. We leave you right there. Let's go and take the last 3 to 4 callers, and we call you a day on today's edition. Okay, I saw Daniel Saki calling, but we'll go to the other line and talk to this other person on the line. Quickly, let's go to this other person. Hello, sir. How are you? Quickly, no time.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Let's hear you 1 minute.
So you and last time, everybody back calling from the US.
Go ahead.
Okay. That Massisi get a show here. You did time and get Massisi. I can't put my own promo down. I've 25 years.
That you and Massisi coming make power.
You stop Massisi.
Yeah. I ain't what I much trouble.
Okay. It's funny, but it's serious. Look, what the president went back to Ghana for? To
to go do what?
Last week he went back to he went there to tell the man, thank you for winning. So today he go see the man. And all of the trip he's flying private jet.
Hey, man, okay, man. Are we honest with ourselves? We agree what depending we are. But what are you doing now? In a struggling economy. But just wait for the sonar. They come and tell you that the economy is growing by 3.20%. Just wait for it. Wait for that sonar.
Okay.
How Liberia gonna work out 1 year is better than his two predecessors. Wait for it, brother. Look, we inside man.
Okay.
Look, he just enjoy himself. He don't care. You know, he don't care. Thank you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's talk to this other person. Private jet is now normal. It is no longer a crime. We talked to you. You were the second to the last. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Oliver. Let me say hi to our listener. This is Edmond Carr. Usually, pay car like keeping pornography to the fire to the lower. You know, my brother is caring because as you were listening to that sister from Minnesota, and when these kind of things are going on, it suffer the masses. We are scared for our life. We are also scared for our survival. Because even people then that will be undertaking their project, they will slow down because of insecurity. And when they slow down on their project, what happened to the citizen? You will not find your way out. Investors that they are talking about to come, how do the investors come? Well, every day that come, if you want to change your way of presentation for a day to come, as soon as they come, you force to go back to the same story. Where are we? And the reason why you will hear people calling some names in the county is because of the situation that surrounded it. This is an individual that say, oh yeah, me, I saw somebody doing something. Then he saw you even taking the guy from the crime scene to protect him so he can go through the investigation. You told him you put him in jail. All of a sudden, before he bought it, in jail, you say he killed himself.
Thank you.
Then who do you think that was part of everything?
Thank
we
you.
were pointing finger to the people that are in power, especially the county official. Mind you, everybody was in that county, they still there. Our own man that left us, he was there. The other man that said he want to be president, he was also there.
Thank you.
The Himo man, he was also there.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you.
Yes, so situation that going on, that I can cause us to point finger.
Okay, my brother.
Surrounding your association, you will know that something wrong somewhere. There are no man, people that will go do that thing, that you will see what you see happening.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Serious.
Thank you very much, Emoka, and we'll take the last person. You're the last caller on the line. Good evening. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening, Chief.
Well, I'm Daniel Saki, and I join your conversation this evening for two community in my residence.
Go ahead.
What I want to say is that concerning the blood issue, the people at the station should be here reliable, because when you hold someone to stay as a state witness on a thing that happened, to stay as a witness, you should well protect that person. That person should be well protected by the police. In our situation, Jamaica, I was picking for car factory. We went to work boy in the net at the blowing community there. The man went starving to death. Only one boy able to see I got that situation and Monaco. So what we did, we took him on our side, and he was even working with me at my shop at car factory. We protect him until today. We protect him until today. Those guys then staying by, and I got a Memorial Center prison. So any other thing concerning the man, the police, they have something to do. And I know that brother case will not go nowhere, because you get man, I got a brother who say you care for him. Well, I see it, I see for him. I come and say on the farm, make get over Nana. Before you were not in minister, you get on the farm, then why you minister now? So we just have to get going to the country, our brother. Along with the 2025, there will be loud, I got here, will come up upon, but we pray that our people will not be part of it, because Prophet said don't lie. There are two different persons that come over the brewer. Say that we should be careful, we should be prayerful. There will be a lot of carries, and we've seen it before our eyes. So thank you this evening for following me the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much. That will be the end of today's conversation. Alexa, we got to go home. Yes, we have to go.
I mean, we'll be back here on tomorrow. But to all of you, just stay safe wherever you are. Make sure you're surrounding your environment. You know, you're definitely observing what's happening. Just stay safe at the end of the day, because where the country is now, we don't know where we're going. That's all I can say. Like, seriously, we don't know where we're going. So stay safe, be your own security for your own sake, 100%, because we don't want to keep reporting, different bad news stories here. We don't feel good about the things we report sometimes, but at the end of the day, we have to get you informed in order to know how you're moving around. So stay safe.
Okay. So until we return on tomorrow, have a wonderful time. God bless all of you. Bye-bye from our end.